Hey guys, welcome back. It's going to be coming to you for another video of Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well, and hopefully you're having a great start to the week. Bit quiet right now in Raidshadowlegends. It is looking very like a relaxed week for us, which is actually really good news for everyone, including myself. Really, it's been a bit of a pushy time, right? There's a couple of summon events going on, but kind of feel like that's just how it is with summon events right now. Like, to be honest, like I don't even pay attention now to summon events on the week because I'm just not really paying attention to any type of summon events on my account really, unless it's fusion now, right? So trying to be careful because of shards, etc. and stuff like that. Anyway, let me show you this juicy thing going on right now. We've got this has just been posted on Raid on X. I have got a X account, so my X is on down below. I do share some information on X every now and again, so go ahead and drop me a follow if you're welcome to. It's Grimreaper TV Raid, so I would appreciate that. It does say here the people of Telerium have long called light, dark, war, and chaos as they vary for the inheritance of the original Church of Lumen. But these groups are not the only ones who laying claim to the powers of division. If you could create a blessing, what would it be? I have a great blessing opposition. I've also shared this into the CC chat. Is I would actually have one called the cow, and what the cow would do is basically reverse any sheep any on your team on a blessing and let them be sheeped. But instead of put a sheep there, you put a cow there instead. Well, we've got sheep in the game. Why not have a cow? To be fair, we already have one cow already in the game anyway as a champion. So why not, right? It just basically reflects the sheep back to the team. And then that will deal with all the problems there and then. So instead of have us having sheep problems, we'll then have cow problems. So, what about that? So, yeah, let me down know in the comments what you would do for that type of blessings and what would you think should be your strongest blessings. Anyway, let's get into today's video. Today's video would be something a bit juicy and something a bit different. We are going to be looking at the world's strongest ZARGALA. So I have a plus forward. It's probably not the world's strongest in all fairness. But right now I think it's the world's strongest because I haven't seen any other plus 4 ZARGALA or anything like that. And the stats are looking pretty juicy. I would drop timestamps down below. We're going to go do a damage test and everything on a kit. Overall, I'll go through a kit quickly. She has accuracy aura 40 in all battles. That's great. Fantastic news. She'll attack one enemy, attacks all enemies 3 times. Free hitter, very rare in the game to have that. After the first hit, it has a 50% chance of placing defense down on all allies for 2 turns. This can go up to 75% chance. Honestly, like double hitter because it says after the first hit has a 50% chance of placing a defense. I take it's 2 hits to have a 75% chance of landing it. You could take snipe as well on the masteries to give it like 80% chance on a 4-turn cooldown, which is very interesting, And then she has this A2 attack one enemy, instantly activates the croc armor, which is the A3 with the free hitter. If the skill target is killed by the skill, so you'd want to try and kill as much as possible. She does like her box, which is on the downside of her kit, because right now I got 245. You've got 246, so like 11 bucks plus this 15 bucks. She'll attack one enemy has a 50% chance of placing weaken. You don't actually need to book this, but for extra damage, I suppose probably the only good thing about that. Fairly good to base attack, to be honest, for epic. Can't complain too much. Like so. So where's she good then overall? Where we probably won't be taking her today. Her main utility spots would be wave clear. Obviously, that would be quite good. So anything like Curse City, Doom Tower, and then what else could you really do? Faction Wars as well. She would be fantastic in Faction Wars. And then dungeons, right? Like if you need an AoE defense down, you have a ZARGALA. She can actually hit fairly good, and hit fairly very hard, which you're going to see today. And honestly, as well, like I have used her as a arena nuker before on other people's accounts, especially like new accounts and mid-game accounts, 3 versus 3. You can see that she's got fairly solid stats across the board, pretty much in most things. So yeah, really impressive. Even Hydra, I suppose, got some utility there with AoE defense down. Could do some damage as well. Maybe like, I don't know, a hex set or something, weaken on E1. So yeah, very cool kit. So let's go ahead, take her into Dragon, and let's do a damage test on her to see what she's going to be doing. So we're going to go into Dragon here, and we're just going to pop this in, and then I'll just show you what it's kind of doing, right? So well, first of all, let's not do that. So we have brought Lydia in, we've got the increased attack, we've got the defense down and weaken on everyone. We're going to go ahead and reduce this, then we're going to look at the numbers. So like 50k a pop, really. So that's a free hitter, so it's 150k. Honestly, is not too shabby, right? Obviously she's an epic, so you know we can't expect like crazy numbers, but I think she hits fairly hard for a epic. Anyway, let's go around and rotation to the next ability. So this one, really, you want to try and kill someone, right, with this ability. So I'm going to aim for her. It's 178k, and then she goes into A3, and as you can see, we did a big amount of damage there, which is pretty cool. So I've actually got mine in a really cool set. So her A3 is background. I'll show you what she's geared in shortly. And then I got 140k or 138k there on the A1. Honestly, some pretty decent damage. So yeah, 1 million damage there from ZARGALA. So it puts out some juicy numbers. So let's go ahead, take her into arena. Don't get me wrong, this is like no platinum champion. You're not going to take it for plat push or anything like that. So I'm not trying to say that this is a super in-game nuke, but it's kind of, she is like a fairly hard hitter where it comes to epic champions. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some fights and just kind of show you what she can do, really. As long as I go first, we win. We should really win. Monkey can be a bit of a problem, but I'm sure that we can turn him into a sheep or two for this. And then we're just going to go ahead and do a bit of that and stuff like that. We're going to go ahead and turn him into a sheep because he looks better as a sheep. And then ZARGALA is going to come in with this big boy nuke there, and it is Night from ZARGALA. So big boy numbers there, not too shabby. Can't think we can complain of that too much. And then we're going to go ahead and clean up here with the monkey. Boink, 160k. Honestly, right now there's probably like a lot of new players that have started to come back to raid or come into raid, and probably do need a fairly good nuker. And now with epic empowerment, like there is quite a lot of there's quite a lot of epics out there that can hit fairly hard, and they can do a job or two, right? Especially if you're short on nukers or short on books, or just don't want to, maybe you don't want to book a legendary for any reason, maybe because you've got other places to worry about and other priorities, and you just don't want to do it to yourself. Like, I can't honestly not blame you for that. So yeah, and empowerment now could basically kind of, you know, make a decision on who you're booking and who not to book, really. So I'm going to be looking now the next couple of weeks with new champions and stuff like that, about like double booking and stuff like that. One thing you'll notice as well in a second with Rodus is that she's got a free hitter. So when it comes to Rodus, it's going to actually be quite effective against him. So we're going to just turn this down, because like normally Rodus is someone people would be scared of. Rodus is gone, mate. Like it's night. He's gone for a nap, permanently nap. And then we're gonna go ahead to sleep at Sifi. So if you're struggling against Erodus, ZARGALA, my man or lady, can do it for you, right? So yeah, I mean it's pretty disgusting how ZARGALA can work like that. We got another one here. I mean, it's just a cool champion and having a bit of fun with her. And why not? Like, I think sometimes we take this game so seriously and we forget just to bring like new champions in. And I kind of look forward to doing a couple of epic showcases, if I'm honest, because like it just brings a bit of fun and a bit of that enjoyment that we all like where we all first started playing Raid, right? And especially for me, like being an SB, we're quite serious, so like we generally go quite hard on these things. Like we're just one shot tournament there, no problem, no defense down, nothing. So Gala is a pure hardcore nuker, so yeah, I mean it's pretty nice to have these extra juicy stats. We've got to roll this again. Just go straight up flooring, aren't we? So we got Stone Skin to deal with. It's a really shame to see a Stone Skin Rodus. We get lucky there with the sheep, and is night. Not whatsoever, no problems. And yeah, ZARGALA back, right? I actually never used her for Faction Wars myself, personally, because I actually had Robar for her, right? So I had Robar in my team. Robar was one of my first legendaries, and he does AoE defense down. And obviously, like Robar back in the day when I was like a few people did use Robar. I was a lot of hype around Robar and stuff. So like for me, I never actually did ZARGALA until I got to. Why did I just take on Arbiter here? What am I doing? I didn't even pay attention to that. I mean, what is going on? Wasn't even paying attention. But yeah, I didn't actually upgrade ZARGALA until for Curse City, right? In all fairness, we had a reaction there stopped us. Oh, that's why we don't do auto. Maybe we should just give this guy the win, give him the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, 140k there, Knob. It's nice to see these type of numbers. We got King Queen here. We may as well try to have a bit of fun with these as well. Not the ideal team to be tagging King Queen, don't get me wrong. But we can see what we can do. We can entertain it. We've got a big bolster set here. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. We'll drop the turn meter. Sheep you. Why not? I mean, it took a big chunk out of him there, which is nice. But yeah, it looks like we're not going to be doing anything else. We just got sheeped ourselves. So it's one of the ones. Oh, hello. ZARGALA's back. And ZARGALA's like, yeah, let me at him. Can we do anything here? Don't know if we can do anything. I mean, we had a crack, right? He's got Relentless or something on there. We had a crack at a King Queen. I mean, why not? You only live once. So yeah, I mean, for speed farming and like some shenanigans in 3v3, again, if you're short on nukers and you have like, if you happen to be sitting on a ZARGALA with like 4-star blessing, even a 3-star blessing with the extra like attack. Well, I can't remember how much the attack is for a +4 or +2. Let me see if we got a epic with +2 on, so I can see how much attack. I never really look at these things, if I'm honest, for epics, and I think that this is a good thing to kind of look at. Let's have a look at epics. +2s. What +2s we got? Here we are. Counter Canceller. So it was the +2. So a +2 blessing for attack would give me 600. Felt like it was less than that, but hey ho. And then a +2 for empowerment is around about 300. So a +2 blessing is more than that. So if you can get that, that's pretty juicy. Anyway, let's take a look at ZARGALA's build, right? We're here anyway, so I may as well show you the ZARGALA build. Let's have a look at the stats. And we've got ZARGALA coming in at 7,100 attack, 203 speed, and a critical damage of 309. So we have got a 6-piece merciless, so we're ignoring 30%. 35% target defense. You can go savage and cruel, or just savage. If ideally are the general sets I'd probably go. We are also missing obviously 600 attack from a 2-star blessing. So if you're lucky enough to have the 2-star blessing as well, that'd be pretty cool. And then if you can have the 4-star as well, that'd be pretty cool. So let's have a look at the way that we geared then. We've just gone out full out damage. We forgot about accuracy. We just land what accuracy we can. So we're going to go with attack banner here. We're going to go critical damage with like attack and accuracy as the substats. And then we're going to go with attack ring with the attack substats. So you can see here, we're not even oiled, baby. We're not even oiled, and we're still coming at him. We can also come in with a 7-piece merciless, it looks like. Maybe even 8. Yeah, maybe even 8. This one's not critical damage, so can't really go 9. And then we've got the attack boots. Then we've got crew attack boot, attack chest. We've got critical damage with speed and critical damage as well, ascended. And then we got speed, a critical rate, and then all the way through with more attack and stuff like that. So a pretty juicy build. Now honestly, for the blessing, I'd probably take Crushing Rem if you had like a 6-star Crushing Rem, because she's massive in Curse City for in-game players. And all fairness as well, like if you are trying to clear Curse City, ZARGALA is a very decent champion to invest in for that. So yeah, that's definitely one of my recommendations. But like if you wanted her for Arena Nuke, then probably go with Phantom Touch, or even possibly Harvest Cast, depending on your team setup, right? So if you've got a load of buffs, maybe Harvest Cast is the way to go. And if you haven't got loads of buffs, you can just use an Arbiter, for example. It's probably better to go Phantom Touch. You could also go Cruelty as well for like Hydra if you got level 3, level 4. Blessing on her, where Crushing Rem isn't that effective as well. So they're probably the 4 blessings that I take on ZARGALA. Let's take a look at the masteries and explain the masteries kind of a little bit. We've got Optimus for extra damage. Because we're using AoE stuns in Arena, this will give me a 12% damage buff here. And then we got Cycle of Violence. So if you're not using Merciless, you really want to try and get the cooldown for that AoE, which is possible. Is on a kind of a long cooldown as well of a 4 turn. So that's probably something key to kind of point out for. Ruthless Ambush, Shield Breaker as well, because on how meta Shield is right now. So the extra 25 damage for anyone underneath Shield is pretty nice. And then I'd probably take Hexa, and I'd say as well like Sniper as well for the extra 5% chance for the defense down, which would be pretty cool for P versus E. House Smasher tier 6 as well for extra ignore defense. It's worth pointing as well, like ZARGALA is pretty good in Spider as well. For normal, so that's one other thing you can also kind of consider as doing as well. So there we are, guys. There is the showcase of the world's strongest ZARGALA right now on my channel. Hopefully you like this, and hopefully you enjoyed this, right? Like ZARGALA, pretty cool champion. I'm loving her, so hopefully you guys as well. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching to the end. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been Grim Reaper. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.